Now after this, we are shown the coffins of the dead people, some of which had crosses marked on them. This meant that their organs were to be taken out. Two men were working on this, but they only got usable organs from one body. They guessed that one of the security guard deliberately shot people in the head, which caused the organs to fail quickly. This was ruining their business, so they immediately informed the front man about it. The scene then shifts to all the players. Ji-hun is extremely worried, because he knows that anyone who participates in this game ends up dying. During this, In-han approached the other players and came to him and said, "Look, you've participated in this game before. You're experienced. You can help us save people's lives and still win the money." After hearing this, Gi-hun explained that the last time they played a game called the Dokji game, where they had to carve out shapes from sugar candy. The triangle was the easiest shape, while the umbrella was the hardest. Hearing this, In-han remarked, "Whoever chose the umbrella must be the biggest fool." This made Gi-hun recall that in the last season, Gi-hun had chosen the umbrella. All the crowd left, and alone they asked Gi-hun, "Why did you come back here? You already have a lot of money." Ji-hun got upset and replied, "That money wasn't mine. It belonged to the people who died. And even the money we win here will belong to the dead people." He says, "Don't think too much." Hearing this, Ji-hun lashed out and said, "You could have stopped this game. Why didn't you stop it?" They responded, "Because many people want to play this game to win money. Their debt is far greater than the amount we won yesterday." Ending the discussion, Ji-hun's friend said, "All right, fine. We need to plan a new strategy for the next games to save as many lives as possible." On the other side, we see another debate going on somewhere. A YouTuber named Yang was there. Alongside with this, he dealt in digital currency, and many people have invested with him, including the rapper Thomas. Due to a downturn, all of his money was lost. That's why he had joined the game. Thomas and his other associates began beating him, saying, "You need to return our money." Ji-hun and his friends stopped the fight. After this, everyone went back to their beds. While lying down, they apologized to Ji-hun for their behavior and explained that he had to stay in the game because his wife was suffering from liver cancer. She also needed a liver transplant, and when he gathered a lot of money for it, taking out loans. His department suspected him of corruption. As a result, he lost his job and was left with a huge debt. Now he can't leave this place without money. Seeing his emotional state, Ji-hun understood his compulsion. He decided to join everyone in the next game. The scene cuts and we see that a new frontman had called Noel because she had been shooting people in the head. When the frontman questioned her about this, she explained that the previous frontman had instructed her to kill useless people. She said, "I shoot them in the head because they are still alive." The frontman tells her not to shoot their head again. "Listen, we take out their organs, and those organs can save many lives. So, remember, from now on, you will not shoot anyone in the head. Otherwise, we'll sell your organs too. And I know you want to stay alive to get your daughter back." Through this conversation, we learned about No-Yul's story. She had once been part of the Korean military, but during a war in which she participated, her daughter went missing. To this day, she is still searching for her. The scene then shifts to Jun-ho, who is in his office asking for help from the commissioner, explaining the entire story. However, since he has no evidence, the commissioner tells him, "You know we can't take any action without proof, and your story isn't very believable. It seems like your mental health is not good." Saying this, the commissioner goes from there. It reveals to us that Jun-ho has lost his job. Despite this, Jun-ho refuses to give up. He reunites his old team to locate the Squid Game island. The scene cuts back to the game, where the Dokji has started again. Following Gi-hun's advice, everyone chose the triangle. However, when they opened their boxes, each triangle was filled with many tiny triangles. Seeing this, everyone was shocked and began to shout at Jun-ho. Gi-hun also became nervous, but then he woke up, realizing it was all just a dream. Meanwhile, everyone else had also woken up, and it was time for the second game. They were taken to a new ground, where Ji-hun was surprised and confused because he had never played this game before. Everyone came to him asking about the game, but Ji-hun said that this game was new to him, and I had no idea about it. Hearing this, everyone got angry, before they attack him. Just then, In-ho stepped in and stopped the fight. They were then told to form teams of 5. Danny, who was pregnant, and Yang's ex-girlfriend. Zhang approached her to join his team, but she refused, because she didn't want to be with him anymore. She then went to Gi-hun's team and asked him, "Please let me join your team. I'm pregnant and no one else is willing to take me." They agreed and they formed a team together. On the other side, another team was shown, consisting of Kat, Maddie, and a mother and son, Park and Gyung. Tantric eventually joined their group as well. Once the teams were formed, they were told that each team's feet would be tied together. They were all required to move together in a circle, and after 5 meters, there would be a game. They had to play to continue progressing. They also needed to complete their circle within a given time. As soon as they heard about the game, everyone started coordinating, with each person taking responsibility for the game they were good at. The game started, and the first 2 teams were given the chance to play together. The first team played tag very well and advanced quickly, but they failed to hit the stone with another stone. The stone went ahead of them, and when they moved to get it, they fell. Time was wasting a lot. They complete this round and go ahead. The next challenge was to roll a top, which one of their team members failed to do on the first try, but managed to do correctly on the second attempt. On the other hand, the second team had already struggled in their first round. Eventually, time ran out, and the people of the Squid Game killed the other team members. The team that has completed many rounds couldn't complete its circle on time, so they were shot and killed. Seeing this, everyone gets nervous and scared. Everyone's dead bodies were taken out, and one of them was still alive. He didn't die. They picked up his body in a coffin and put a cross mark on his coffin. Meanwhile, No-ul came and shot the man in his head and killed him. This was seen but the front man. Because of her action, the front man and his people got angry. Well, it was the turn of the next team. It was Kat's team, and she managed her team and took them ahead. They had to play Dokji, in which the girl couldn't move her card. Kat advised her to hold the card upside down. In this way, she had rotated her card straightly. Finally, they moved ahead, and they had to hit a stone with a stone. The boy, too, couldn't hit the stone for the first time. Kat advises everyone to move together. They take the stone and take it backwards again. His mom tells him to recall the man who had looted all of your money. Hearing this, the boy got angry, and he hit the stone right and won this round. These people moved ahead again, and this time, they had to take 5 dice and catch them together. Gyung couldn't do it on the first attempt, and at this time, her son encouraged her and said to recall the girl for whom Dad had left you. Thinking this, she threw the 5 dice and caught them. Soon they completed this round and moved ahead. The next turn was of Tantric, who had to roll the top, but she could not do it. When she couldn't do it in first and second attempts, she began to cry and said that we all will die. Seeing her broken, Kat slaps her badly. By putting the top near her, she said, "If you don't do it, I will kill you." She became afraid of Kat, and she rolled the top, and finally they won this round as well. In the next round, they have to roll the pomp with their feet. Kat has to do this task. She makes everyone's face aside, and she rolls the pomp 5 times very easily, and they move ahead. Finally, they have completed their circle before time. Their victory made them happier, as if everyone have won. The other team members, who couldn't complete their round on time, were shot and killed. The game goes on. Some won and some lost. Lost team was shot, and it was Gi-hun's team's turn. They give best wishes to the other team and move ahead to play the game. The first game was played by Danny, and the second game was played by Gi-hun's friend. The third game was played by one of their team members, Lee, who easily holds 5 dice and rolls them. He told them that he is an expert in this game because he used to play it with his sisters. In-ho had to play the fourth game. To roll the top, he couldn't do in the first attempt, and they go ahead and hold the top together. The next time, when he was doing this, he threw the top backwards, and no one understood his move. Well, they brought the top from behind. In-ho acted as if he was quite sad with this defeat. He began to beat him, and Gi-hun advised him to recall how you used to do it in your childhood. This time, In-ho has rolled the rice properly. The next turn was of Gi-hun, who had to hit pomp with his feet. He did it very well in his 4 attempts, but on the 5th attempt, the pomp moved ahead. Before the top falls, In-ho makes Gi-hun's feet move ahead and makes him win this game. They were quite happy to win this game before time, but the team in front of them, either on time or before time, couldn't complete the task, and the team was killed in this way. Gi-hun was quite sad to see this. They came to their room and many people were quite sad to see them alive, because they thought that the victory money will be divided. Meanwhile, the guards entered the room and showed them the price to win, and told them that this time, 110 people had been killed, now 255 people have survived. According to this, now each winner could get 78 million yens. Now there will be voting, and if everyone votes to stop this game, the money will be divided among everyone. A lot of people find this money too little. Gi-hun tells his team to vote to stop this game. I will give you the money that you want after going from there. Gi-hun's team agreed to him, and first of all, In-ho voted to stop this game. The second turn was of Park, and his mom Gyung tells him to vote to stop this game. Our money will be sufficient to pay our debt. But Park decided to continue this game because he was highly indebted and he didn't tell his mom about this. The voting goes on, and we see that many people voted to continue this game. Seeing this, In-ho and Gi-hun began to shout at them and said, despite so many people's death, you have to continue this game. Meanwhile, an uncle said, don't you know how much debt we have? And we've to go from here after taking the money. Similarly, another boy said, if I go out, I will be killed. It would be better to earn money here or die. Gi-hun had no answer to them. Now the voting has ended, and Gi-hun has to vote at the last. Gi-hun has voted to end this game, but there was no benefit of his vote, because the majority of them wanted to continue this game. When the voting ends, Park notices that Gyung, his mom, is angry. He goes to her and starts to convince her. Mom, I have a lot of debt on me. The people I've taken the loan from are quite dangerous. If I didn't return their money, they will take out my organs and sell them. Hearing to him, Gyung forgave him. Park promises his mom that next time, I will vote to stop this game. Here we see Gi-hun's friend Yang. He also voted to continue this game. Because of his action, Gi-hun was broken. He even promised that he will give them the money. Then Yang apologizes to him and said that I have to return a huge sum of money to a man. I had to take the money and go, but I promise that the next time I will vote to stop the game. He was quite sad and said that in the next game, maybe we'll have to kill each other. Hearing this, everyone got sad. They've some extra food that they gave to Danny because she was pregnant. She needed to eat a lot of food. The scene cuts and we see Yang and Thomas, the rapper, in the washroom. The rapper surrounded Yang and said that you are my debtor and my slave. You'll win the money and give me. Yang told him that I have no fault in your loss. You've taken shares at my behest. But when I told you that this is the time to sell them, but you didn't sell in greed. You've lost you money at own. I don't have any fault. The rapper doesn't listen to him and said, whatever it is, win and give my money back to me. Hearing this, Yang begins to smile and says, if I won this money, you would have died. Hearing this, the rapper got so angry that he holds his neck and begins to beat him. At the same time, Gi-hun's team came and make them stop. They came to their room and Gi-hun tells them that we've to guard us one by one because I saw that people become animals for the sake of money and kill the members of the other teams so that they can get the prize money. Later, we see Gi-hun guarded along, and then Yang woke up and said, you sleep, now I will guard. I still remember that you came to me for the money last time, but if I had, I would have given you. Gi-hun didn't say anything to him. Here we see from their conversation that their friendship is deeper and older. Since their childhood, their school, and even their job was together. In-ho can also guess this from their conversation. Leaving everything, Jang asked Gi-hu, you had a lot of money, then why did you come in this game? He didn't reply, but asked a new question from Jang. If I die in this game, what would you do with that money? Hearing this, he got sad and said, don't talk like this. We'll go out together. Gi-hun said, I also want this. To go out alive together. Well, the scene cuts and we again see Jun-ho, who sets his journey to find Gi-hun. There is a new day there. Everyone is asked to get ready for the game. Along with this, all the guards were also ready. All the players were taken to a big hall. There was a rotating stage on which everyone had to stand up there. As soon as the stage moves, they will given a number. They'll have to make a team of that number and go to a room and lock it. Later, the rest of people will be killed. If there will be less or more people in the room than allotted, they will also be killed. Hearing this, everyone start to make a strategy, that how they will play this game. The stage begins to move, and they were given number 10, Within 30 seconds, they had to go into a room and make a team of 10. Gi-hun's and Kat's team went into a room and locked the door. 30 seconds were over, and the remaining people outside were shot by the guards. Seeing this, Gi-hun got quite sad. Tantric was also in that room. She said that you all are alive because of me. As soon as she said this, everyone looks at her. Gi-hun as well. She looked at Gi-hun and said, if you're still alive, it means something big has to happen. No one was bothering her. They came near the stage for the next round. The stage rotated and they were given number 4. They immediately broke their team and came toward the room. Kat's team left Tantric and went to the room, while Gi-hun's team left In-ho. Later, the remaining people were killed like before. Guards saw that there were 3 people in a room. Guards holed them and killed them too. When they came out of the room, Tantric was looking at them in a strange way, while Gi-hun and his team was worried for In-ho. But In-ho was satisfied and said that I befriend people soon. So I am alive, now the next round starts. And they were given number 3. They again break their team and move ahead. Gung wanted to go with her son Park, but 2 boys forcibly took him with them in a room. Gung got upset to see that her son has left her. She was standing there, and Gi-hun and In-ho came to her and took her into a room. Sitting there, Gung was quite sad, because her son doesn't care about her even if she dies. Hearing her, Gi-hun and In-ho also became upset. They again came out of the room. Here Park was upset because he left his mom. Gung hugged and managed him. Kat and Maddie also hugged Gung, who were saved by a man, and now he also became the member of their team. The next round was also started, and they got number 6 this time. These people again started to make a new team. Maddie and Kat's team moved toward a room by taking Danny from Gi-hun's team. By mistake, Maddie was pulled away and remained behind. Meanwhile, Yang comes immediately and locks their room. Maddie left outside and she died of being shot in front of them. Kat was quite sad by her death. When she came in the game, she befriended Maddie first. She began to get angry at Zhang. Zhang tells her, if I didn't come on time and lock your room, you all would have died. Be thankful to me, I have saved your life. Because Maddie couldn't come inside at the right time. He was right, so everyone's anger cooled down. Now the next round was started. In-ho thought they will choose number 2, because there are 50 rooms and there are 126 people. As In-ho said, they were given the number 2. Everyone rushed toward the room after making a team of 2 people. The room in which In-ho and Zhang went, another man came there. If guards had seen them, they would have shot them. To save his life, In-ho holds the neck of the 3rd man and kills him. Seeing this, Zhang became nervous. He understood that In-ho was quite dangerous. The game was ended and they came to their rooms. It was shown that the dead people were being put in the coffins. Those who died badly and their organs can't be taken out were burnt, and they took out the organs of the rest of them. The scene cuts and we see Junho in the boat, who was trying to search for the right island with drone, on which he tells him to find those islands which they've never searched for. Junho agreed to him. Through drones, they see the island on which there was a small gate. Junho understood that the facility must be under that gate. He immediately sent his people there. When his people went there and opened that cabin, there was a huge blast in which a lot of his team members were killed. This gave him a big shock. He understood that the game people have installed this function, so the others can be distracted and killed. The scene cuts and we're shown the scene of the game again, where all the players are talking about the games. Tantric comes and tells the team of Kat, "You've thrown me out of your team now, see? Now I give you a curse that you'll all die like Maddie." Hearing this, Gyung said, "Nothing will happen with your words." Now Jang comes to Danny. He wants to adopt her son. He sees Danny. "We'll now vote to stop the game. Later we'll leave from here and invest the money in the stock, and we'll lead a good life." Hearing this, Danny got angry and said, "Even today, you didn't come for me, but for my money. You do whatever you want with your money. I will raise my child with this money." Saying this, she left. On the other side, we see Gi-hun and In-ho, who've counted all the people who wanted to stop the game. The people who wanted to stop the game were more than the people who wanted to continue the game. Then Gi-hun, after seeing the situation, said, "We should talk to people and ask them to stop the game." In-ho said, "Look, we can't do this. In this situation, those who want to continue the game will be furious. There will be a fight and people will begin to beat each other. This is what those people wanted. Now the voting was about to start. Before the voting, guards tell them that now 100 people are left. If 100 out of 100 decide to leave the game, everyone will get 365 million yens. That was almost sufficient for all. Voting was started, and it quite critical this time, because the people who wanted to end this game were same in the number with those greedy ones who wanted to continue it. It was shown that a girl has voted to continue the game at Tantric's behest. Because of this, the number of people who wanted to continue increased. The best thing was that the vote of In-ho was left. Everyone was afraid, especially Jang, who has seen his action in the room to kill a man. He was about to tell Gi-hun about this. Meanwhile, In-ho voted in favor and interrupted him. Everyone was happy, but the voting was tied up. There was no result of this voting. Now guards tell them that voting will be resumed in the morning. There is no decision till morning. All of those who voted to end this game, they were all sitting worried about what will happen in the morning. A man advises that they will convince one of them with us. Hearing this, Park said, "If you vote to end this game, I will give a meal party to all of you." But the team next to them got angry with his words. The uncle in the next team said, "If you all die, we will get a lot of money." A boy named Lee came and said, "If the game won't end, you'll die." This leads to a fight. They came in a line. Seeing them fighting, Gi-hun notices that today they were given forks with meal. If they fight, they can use it as a weapon. The scene shifts to the washroom, where we see the rapper is frightening a man because he voted to end this game, while the rapper had asked him to vote to continue the game. Seeing this, Jang came and said, "You can't force anyone to vote." Their argument leads to a fight. Jang wanted to avoid this fight, but the rapper overpowered him and was about to kill him by strangling his neck. Then Jang unwillingly attacked him with the fork and killed him. He put the fork in his neck and he died out of this. After the death of the rapper, it was shown that the fight was not only between Yang and the rapper, but everyone was fighting. The guards were guarding outside the washroom. Because they wanted this fight to continue, it was announced in the hall how people got murdered while fighting in the washroom. Because of their death, their amount has increased. After doing this, they came to the hall and told how the fighting was started in the washroom because of the voting. The scene cuts, and we see Junho's boat. A man's health was deteriorating, and when he came out to vomit, that the fisherman whom Junho was thinking his friend, he is messing up in his system. It was revealed to us that he is a game team member. When the fisherman sees that Junho's guard has seen him, he throws him into the water. Meanwhile, Junho came after hearing the noise. The fisherman excuses that everything is open here. I came here to see it. Here from a flashback, we learn that In-ho, the front man, has sent him here to keep his brother Junho away from him, and also to take care of Junho. It is shown in the game that these people are meeting each other, that how the death of new people has impacted voting. It reveals that 2 people died who wanted to continue this game. One man from Gi-hun's team died. If there was voting tomorrow, they would have won. But Gi-hun knows that voting will not happen in such way. They will surely kill any of us at night. The scene cuts, and we're shown the guards who are busy with their illegal activities. They leave here through the waterways to take the organs, so the organs can be sold at good prices. It was shown that some guards got ready by the black mask. Because a new game was about to continue, that is a murder game. Gi-hun informed his team that surely they would try to kill us at night. It has happened in the past as well. Everyone got afraid. Now Gi-hun tells everyone that if we want to save our lives, we should kill the members of the game. But it is not easy. But Gi-hun said not that much. We can do if we want. The authorities live on the upper floors. Will kill the guards and take their guns, and kill the authorities so the game can be ended. In-ho said this is a dangerous way. Our people can also die in this. Gi-hun said the chances of our people's death are less, because they don't know that we're going to kill the authorities. Hearing this, In-ho looked strangely and said, really, they have no idea. The scene cuts and we see the late night time. Gi-hun and his team members hid under the bed because they knew that a lot of people would die in the upcoming fight. Their team members hide so they can't be seen and killed in the morning. Gi-hun also knows that the guards don't want to kill many people. If many people die, there will be no fun in their game. When the people who wanted to continue the game attacked Gi-hun's team, the guards immediately came to stop the fight. The guards begin to check the lying people if they die. The alive team of Gi-hun was also hidden there. They became successful in snatching the guns of the guards. Actually, it was their plan that they would act to die during the fight. When the guards approach them, they will take their guns, and with the same guns they will attack the authorities. Seeing this, many guards came to rescue their guards and control the people. To save Giyu's life, In-ho takes the gun and kills his own guards, because he doesn't want anyone to doubt him, that he himself is the authority. Seeing this, the new front man called his guards to his room. They began to go out, but the door was closed before a guard's departure, and he surrendered himself in front of them. But Gi-hun doesn't kill him. One of Gi-hun's men wanted to kill the people of the other team, who attacked Gi-hun's team, but he stopped him and says that will not kill them. He was stubborn to kill them because they became inhuman for the sake of money. Gi-hun tells him, if we kill them, there will be no difference between us and them. We didn't take these weapons to kill them. We've taken these weapons to kill those who have made this heinous game, and those who are running it. Now the wartime started, and they've to move ahead. In-ho says that we've to fight now. Maybe we won't get a chance after it. Many people moved ahead. Park also wanted to join them, but Gyung stopped him. Many people moved ahead for the war. In-ho took their guns, and Kat taught them to shoot, as she was a member of the military first. After getting ready, Gi-hun puts off the mask of guard and sees that he was a young child. Seeing this, he tells him to take us to your boss. This guard begins to tell them the way. When they go out, they see many guards attacking them. They also countered back as well. There was a terrible situation of the war. A lot of guards were dying from their bullets, and they were surviving from them. Kat did a great job. She shot and broke all the CCTV cameras there, so no one can keep an eye on them. Finally, they reach the control room. The guard tells Gi-hun that you can open the control room with the help of a mask. As soon as he gave him his mask, he saw Frontman behind him. Seeing this, he was shocked. Frontman, who was a player at this time, in Zero Ho, before they could reach control room. The guards begin to shoot at them. They cannot counterattack as they ran out of the magazines. Gi-hun, after taking the mask of the boy, had opened the control room. He moved ahead with Chang and informed In-ho about security guards with walkie-talkie. After going inside, Jang and Gi-hun begin to kill the guards and begin to move ahead. The black masked man has seen them with CCTV coming inside and sends his whole team of guards to stop them. On the other side, it is shown that the guards are still shooting at them, and they ran out of the bullet. A lot of people came near Yang and Gi-hun. They can overpower them. So he immediately asked In-ho to come inside. But In-ho told him that he had run out of the bullets. He asked them to bring magazines from the room, which guards have in extra quantity. He has to do it at the behest of Gi-hun. It was late for In-ho to come, and Gi-hun needed bullets for his safety. Jang gave him cover, and he shot the guards from upstairs. Those guards which they've killed, Gi-hun went to them and took their magazines. It was seen that Lee had come to the hall, and he started collecting the magazines of the guards. Park also helped him in this task. On the other side, we are shown that In-ho felt that Gi-hun, after taking the magazine and killing his guards. Seeing the situation getting worse, he came to Gi-hun. To distract Gi-hun, he said, I saw a map, and I think there is a back door to go to the control room. I will go there and will inform you. You go to the control room from there. Gi-hun agrees to him, and after coming to his words, he gave his last magazine to him. It is shown here that as soon as Lee goes upstairs to take the magazines, the sounds of the bullets make him afraid. Kat was calling him upstairs by walkie-talkie, but he throws walkie-talkie because he doesn't have enough courage to go upstairs. Hearing this, Kat abuses him and decided to go downstairs to take the magazines. We're seen In-ho, who went from the back way, but he has to take a new cover. He acted and informed Gi-hun through walkie-talkie as if he got injured in the attack of the guard. He makes Gi-hun listens to a voice of an injured man. From Gi-hun thought that he is really injured. Then In-ho killed the man with his gun. Gi-hun was listening to this all through walkie-talkie. Now Gi-hun thought as if In-ho had died, and it made him really upset. He was considering him his true friend. He doesn't know that In-ho is the biggest traitor. Kat, who was running outside with magazines, a lot of guards came in their rooms. Kat first wanted to kill them, but Gyung stopped her and said, Don't kill them. I don't know why she listens to her. Because of not reaching outside on time, everyone was in a position to surrender. Because the guards were more in number. and they couldn't fight. Similarly, the guards came and killed them all one by one. The scene cuts, and it is shown that Gi-hun and Jong have also surrendered, because they run out of bullets. The front man comes in front of them, that is In-ho. He asked him, Gi-hun, you must have enjoyed coming here. But whatever you did, it wasn't good. You will be punished for it. He points his gun at him, but he kills his friend Yang. So his heartache increases. Gi-hun shouted aloud after seeing his friend dying. The season ends here, with a lot of mysteries. Who won? Who got the money? Whether Jun-ho be able to find them? We will see this all in the next season. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.